Welcome back, YouTubers, to my channel of an everyday encounter in real life of an Aspie. As you're following me on these channel series right now, that I'm doing right now based on the drug-free series, these are to address the most common problem that teens face today, which is obviously the drug use as well as the alcohol use. And I'm just hoping to collab my thoughts and opinions in more detail if you've been following me on my channel. Basically, in the last few times, even though yes, I have done something about this, about the addiction series, but I thought to myself, even though they were short and brief, I thought to hopefully elaborate more onto my thoughts and stuff, even though that it has saddened me to certain things that I'm sharing with you all, of what I would like to address to you all based on what I feel is on my heart and whatnot, as well as sometimes anger me and with all these other mixed feelings and emotions that I'm trying not to show right now, of what I've heard or seen and witnessed in my everyday life of living, basically. So in all further ado, this is basically more on the drug-free series that I'm hoping to address to you all right now, which is this one's part 12, which is when is enough is enough. There will come a time in our lives when we need to know when is enough. There is a time in our lives when we know that it's gonna hurt more to us on using or drinking when it hurts than it is to hurt to stop. Unfortunately, many chemically dependent people have suffered terrible consequences for a very long time before they hit rock bottom. Even when they are finally there and realizing that it does hurt more to keep on using than to stop, it still doesn't mean there's no pain in quitting or in stay drug free, especially in the early recovery stage. Not only is there the very real experience of physical and emotional withdrawals, but the user must confront the painful emotions of the raw emotions he or she may have been escaping from. What's more, it's never pleasant for any of us to look at all the past mistakes we've made and the guilt and shame that can come from it. With no drugs or alcohol, I should say, to mask these feelings, the days, the weeks, months following abstinence, not using, can be a rough time for the users that were so dependent on obviously relying on the drug or the alcohol that they were using at that same time. Sometimes the user finally reaches out their emotional crisis, the pain of not feeling good much of the time, the disappointment of losing friends or losing jobs or losing their relationships along the way that they may have with a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and always being on the outs with your family, basically arguing with you, swearing and cussing with you, and while the family's picking up the pieces, obviously, with the financial and whatever else, just to support you and your habits, regardless of your lies, the denial and everything else with it that you put the family through as well. The pain of also losing self-respect for yourself, also the losing of poor grades, waking up knowing you have to find a way to get to your next high of living with this threat of being busted and ending up in jail. All of these and more that I've illustrated are finally seen as more painful than the pain of not using. Hitting bottom can be different for each and one of us as we go through these stages of cycles that I've shared with you briefly earlier in the piece of the addiction series. When you've decided you've had enough, you get to draw the line and claim this is it. This is my bottom. This is the beginning of my recovery stage. So recovery begins with a shift in the way you look at things. What users once seen as more painful is finally seen as less painful than its alternative. It's at this point that you'll be willing to commit to abstinence. This is why you have people talk about addicts and alcoholics needing to hit rock bottom. It's a big opportunity for them to change. When you hit bottom, it's finally obvious to you, because those who don't use have probably wondered why you've put up with the pain and chaos in your life as long as you have. That the pain of using is greater than the pain of quitting. Well, basically that ends part 12 about when is enough is enough. Basically, give me the like for the thumbs up basically, and also just the like for support. Also share the videos around to family and friends basically. Like I said, I want to create an awareness of this video series as well as all these other video series that's going to be coming up on my channel. Like I said, this channel is hopefully just for health and awareness, as well as some other things that's hopefully coming up that I'm hoping to change sooner or later in the piece. But like I said, I'm not going to reveal much at the moment of what's going on there. Very much. Also, comment below, like I said, to basically just give me a heads up of maybe some quotes or something that you live by that might be of relevance to the ones outside the YouTube community and that, so we can reach them and whatnot. Because we never know, we could end up saving a life somewhere, one way or another. Basically, it will just make a difference for someone in their life, regardless what it may be. You know, we should be living by example, not by judging and criticising others. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter. Also, comment or private message me on AspieAnswersAll on Facebook, or just follow me on there, you know, for more updates of what's going on, sort of thing. So, and all further ado, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you all soon.